Like if you found the video valuable. Daniel had lived in the apartment for only a week when he first heard it, the whisper. At first, he thought it was the pipes, the usual creaks and groans of an old building settling. But on the second night, as he lay in bed with the lights out, the sound returned. A soft hiss, like breath brushing against the wall beside his head. Daniel? He froze. His pulse thudded in his ears. Nobody knew him here. He had just moved in, barely unpacked, hadn't even given the landlord his first rent check. He pressed his ear to the wall. Silence. By morning, the memory seemed absurd. Stress, exhaustion, maybe even imagination. But that night, as the building quieted, the whisper returned. Daniel, I'm here. His blood chilled. This time, it was unmistakable, clear, deliberate, and coming from inside the wall. He tore open the box where he'd stuffed his toolbox and hammered at the plaster. Nothing, just solid wood and concrete. But when he stopped, the whisper grew louder. You can't leave. The next few nights became unbearable. The voice grew bolder. Sometimes it laughed, low and broken. Other times it pleaded, I'm so cold, please, let me out. Daniel barely slept, dark circles sinking into his face. On the sixth night, his neighbor, Mrs. Alvarez, knocked on his door. You should leave, she said quietly, eyes darting toward the wall. What are you talking about? He demanded. Her voice shook. That apartment's been empty for years. Last tenant. He broke through the wall trying to find the voice. They never found him. Daniel's stomach knotted. Never found him? What do you mean? Mrs. Alvarez only whispered. The wall took him. That night, Daniel stayed awake with a flashlight in hand. Around 3 a.m., the whisper slithered back. Daniel, I'm almost through. The wall trembled as if something pressed against it from the other side. Cracks spread across the plaster, dust sprinkling down onto his bed. Heart hammering, he stumbled for the door. But when he reached it, the knob wouldn't turn. It was ice cold, locked tight. Behind him, the wall split wider, blackness seeping through the gap. A pale hand, thin and rotted, slid out. Fingers stretched toward him. Daniel screamed, slamming his body against the door until his shoulder cracked with pain. The whispers filled the room now, overlapping, dozens of voices rising in chorus. Join us, join us, join us. The last thing Daniel saw before the wall consumed him was his flashlight rolling across the floor, its beam catching dozens of faces pressing against the broken plaster, faces screaming silently, trapped forever. By morning, the apartment was empty. The landlord found the door unlocked, the bed neatly made, as though no one had ever lived there. But if you pressed your ear to the wall, just for a moment, you could still hear it. Daniel,